So in this episode, we're going to get a close look at Sal's 67 big block, 4-speed, bench seat, butternut Impala. Hey Sal.
Hey Gary, how you doing, man?
Good, thanks for having me by. Boy, I want to do a video on this car for a long time.
Not a problem. I've been waiting for a long time.
So this is your 67 396 4-speed butternut yellow bench seat, beautiful, beautiful Impala. Tell me about this, Sal. So this is an original big block car.
Yep. I spotted it on Kijiji, and I saw that the ad. All it said was 396 67 Impala, and that was it. I was hooked because my last car that I had, I also had a big block in it. So I went, I got to have this car. And
yeah, I love this car. You not only, well, you built this car also. You painted it here?
I painted it myself in this garage right here.
Yeah.
And I did the interior myself, and and changed a few things on it, and yeah, just like any other car dude does, he plays with his toy and makes it look really nice.
Yeah, and you have a nice set of ET aluminum slots on it. Let's take a quick look in the interior, and then we'll get to the business end. So block interior, bench seat, 4-speed. I like that.
Yeah, I just put the 4-speed in this spring. I had a turbo 400 in it, the factory turbo 400. And put this 4-speed M20 in. Wow,
and more fun with 3 pedals.
Oh yeah, I've always wanted to shift gears ever since I got my first Impala. I've never owned a 4-speed car, and I said, you know what, it's time.
Yeah.
You gotta have 3 pedals.
I love these Impalas. I love the speaker in the back.
Yep.
Block into your bench seat. Very, very, very nice. You got some neat options in here. You added the wheel.
Yep.
The wood grain wheel, and also you've got, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's that special speedometer.
It's a speed minder. There's a little white needle.
Yeah.
You set that needle at a certain speed, and if you go past it, a buzzer goes off.
Yeah.
And scares the crap out of you.
Very cool. Nice little features. Got a clock.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. I like the...
Also, Gary, I have a new style radio in it. It's the classic auto sound.
Oh, cool.
It runs off of a USB stick, that little red thing kind of sticking out there.
Yeah.
Right in front of the shifter.
Yeah, right there. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Didn't want to hack up the faceplate.
Yeah. They make some cool stuff now, and that's the way to go.
And also, something I want to show you is that this has been in the car, I'm pretty sure, since brand new. When I talked to the original owner, I asked him about this, and he didn't really remember, but I'm pretty sure he put it there, and it's been there ever since.
Oh, and you left it there. That's cool.
Yep. And I left it there.
Wow.
I'm not touching it.
And you got a nice set of drag radials on here. 3-inch exhaust by the look of it.
Oh yeah, got to have the 3-inch. When I got that 3-inch exhaust put on, and the first time they fired it up, I went, whoa, what have I created?
Yeah. Well,
it just changes the sound completely.
It does, yeah. Is it a Flowmaster setup or?
No, thrush weld through.
Thrush.
Yeah, weld through.
Another feature you have here, Sal, that I really like is these bumperettes. That's cool.
Yeah, original or NOS bumper guards, front and back. That's another option that I put on that was never on the car.
Stuff. Obviously purchased new.
Yeah.
Lion Olds in Estevans. It's a Saskatchewan car. And you have all the documentation for this car as well, which is really impressive. I'm going to show everybody here. You've got original bill of sale.
There's a $300 down payment receipt.
Yeah.
And the car total cost was $38.50. And when I talked to the original owner, I tracked him down off of Google, found a phone number and called him. And he told me stories about the car. And he said that he remembers that day that he was sitting in the office with the owner old man lines, and the noon bell went off, and he stood up and he banged his fist on the table and said $38.50, and Jack Sheastel, the original owner, said sold. I'll take it.
Very cool.
I also found the build sheet for it too, Gary.
Oh, right up there. Where was that?
That was right behind the driver's seat, right back here in the backrest.
Oh, okay, behind the, oh, wow.
Right here. And I found that, and I was jumping up and down. I went, I've struck gold.
Yeah, well, that sure completes all the list of documentation you have here. You got original owner's manual, the protective plate, you got everything, and some receipts there from the previous owners.
And that's what makes this car extra special for me.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I've always said to people, I go, like, when a lot of people don't know the original owners of their cars.
Yeah.
You know, they've changed hands many times over the years, but I tracked down the original owner on Google, and I couldn't believe it. Like, wow. And I absolutely floored him too when I phoned him and told him that I own his car that he bought brand new in '67, and he had to ask me again.
That's cool. That's nice to have. I don't have anything like that on my own car. That's really special. And obviously it brings the value up when you can provide all that documentation.
Absolutely. And that's why I love this car. And you know what, Gary, I'm going to tell you right now, I tell people I eat, breathe, sleep, dream, and crap this car.
I don't blame you.
I love it. I love every inch of it. And I've enjoyed, also another, option that I added was the cornering lights too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I added those. I forgot about those.
So tell me what's under the business end here. So we've got a 396.
Yeah, and I got to come clean, Gary. She's not a 375.
Well, that's okay.
It's a 3 1/4 horse because I'm tired of playing with stickers, and I bought these die-cast ones that are much nicer. And here, I want to show you the carburetor.
Oh, nice. A brawler.
Yeah.
Quick fuel brawler.
Quick fuel brawler. Works wonderful. Awesome setup. Like it's perfect for this car.
Yeah.
Perfect.
What CFM is that?
750.
750 brawler. That's pretty. I like those.
Yeah.
And lots of very well detailed under here. First year for dual circuit brakes was in '67. First time for that.
Yep.
First time for a collapsible column. I see an aluminum rad.
One of the best purchases I've ever made for this car because the stock one just wasn't cutting it, and when I put this thing in, it loves to sit at 150.
Oh wow, nice.
Like it just holds steady.
Yeah, that's nice to get.
150 to 180, and that's not bad for a big block because these things like to get hot.
And I see a chrome water pump, a short one, and chrome alternator. Lots of shiny pieces in here.
Lots of stuff to clean.
And Mallory ignition. Is that a Mallory or is that
MSD?
MSD?
Mallory. Yeah,
Mallory.
Sorry.
Perfect.
I was thinking about the thing that a lot of people don't want to talk about, the fuel injection.
Oh yes, you did.
MSD.
You did have fuel injection on here at one time.
Unfortunately, yes, I'm one of those ones, Gary, that went gotta go.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
It was giving you some headaches. So
It didn't work.
the brawler's obviously working great.
Absolutely.
You got lots of the error correct stuff in here. I like this.
Yeah.
Very nice and clean and detailed. Let's take a quick look around your garage here, Sal. You've got some neat stuff in the garage. I see a lot of die-cast, a lot of models, we got to talk about this first. This is a 3D printed 67 Impala.
Yep. And 65, this is my nephew's.
Wow.
He's the one that got me onto this. We got these done through a guy in Winnipeg. And like this is all he does. And it took about almost 2 weeks to print this.
Wow. Solid printing, 2 weeks.
Yeah. But it's also like there's a chassis and the body. And I've done some sanding to it because I don't know if you can see it, but like, you see your printing lines, and that was on the outside of the car, and it just kind of looked a little a little weird. So I went, okay, you know what? We got to do some body work to it.
So the plan for this is it's going to be a representation of your own, I'm assuming?
Yeah, it's going to be going butternut yellow.
Cool.
Yep.
That's wild.
I can't wait to paint it. And there's, my nephew discovered a primer that you can get. It's for plastics, metal, whatever. And like this one's primered. And, you know, like when it's time to throw some paint on it, it's going to get a coat of that beautiful primer to make it nice and smooth, and it's going to look really nice.
And I see a lot of detail in there, like the door handles, the wipers, the grill on the hoods. There's lots there.
I've kind of sanded some stuff away. But you know what? You can get those laser etched. No problem. We're good.
So what else we got here? I see.
All right. We've got some music memorabilia besides the models and stuff.
Oh, and April Wine, Deep Purple.
Yeah, this is a signed Deep Purple album, Machine Head. I don't know if you can see the signatures because they signed it in black ink. Unfortunately, I never got to meet them because they're my idols. Like I'm a Deep Purple fan.
Yeah.
I've been one since I was like 13 years old. The first album that I was ever had was a Machine Head my aunt bought me for my birthday. Cool. And I still have that album. It's in the house. This is a quadraphonic issue. But anyways, we got an April Wine poster. I went and saw this show at SaskTel Center, and I saw the poster on the wall, and I said, I got to have this. Thank you.
Wow.
All right.
Nice.
And then we've got a Stand Back album signed by the band. I actually met them at TCU Place.
Oh, wow.
I had a friend that worked in the entertainment business, and that's where I got most of this stuff.
You had some inside connections there.
Had an inside connection.
That's always nice. Those are cool.
Yeah, and let's see.
Lots of 67 Impala stuff.
Yeah, original ads out of magazines.
Yeah.
And then that drawing right there, my nephew drew that. He's a very good artist.
Oh, wow, is he ever?
Yeah. He'll draw you a picture of any car you got. Just let me know.
Very nice.
No. And then some of those posters up there, like the person that I knew that was in the entertainment business, they got me these, like I saw Alice Cooper both times, April Wine. That was the night that I met them. I didn't see Gordon Lightfoot, and I didn't see the Creedence Clearwater Revisited. And unfortunately, I didn't see Tom, but I just wanted the posters to hang up in the garage. And then
I see Def Leppard signed stuff there.
Yeah, I've got a signed set list from Def Leppard. Well, God, Rick Savage and Vivian Campbell, because Vivian Campbell used to be the guitar player in Whitesnake, and I'm also a big Whitesnake fan.
Wow.
And got a backstage pass and the set list. That was through a friend of mine's daughter that got to go party with the band after. And then I have a
super old Aerosmith and Deep Purple up there, 74.
Yeah.
I just noticed that. That's cool. I'm a big Aerosmith fan.
Oh,
too.
nice. And I've got a Ann and Nancy Wilson signed Heart album.
Oh, wow.
And then you know what, Gary? This is my. I like to call this the holy grail of what I've got. See that right there?
Yeah.
That's Jeff Healey's autograph.
No way.
That is a Jeff Healey autograph. My sister got that for me. Well, not for me. She got it. She was a VIP hostess at Classic Rock in the Fields in Manitoba. She was the VIP hostess, and she was sitting there with Jeff Healey and politely asked him if she could have his autograph, and he said absolutely, and she gave it to me.
Wow.
Yeah. But I think that is the coolest thing, man.
That is. I was a big Jeff Healey fan.
Yeah, I was too.
That's awesome.
And then right below it, we have Brian Edwards. He was from Mash McCann.
Oh, okay.
Believe it or not, I met him out in Borden at a gig that I was playing. I'm a musician too. I play the drums, but I was in a band, and this couple come walking in, and we were sitting at the table closest to the door when they walked in, and they asked if they could sit at the table, and I said, yeah, sure. And then the MC, who I was playing for, came to the table and he was announcing, you know, some things, and he says, and ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have I think he called him like a psychedelic rock star in the house, and it's Brian Edwards from the band Mash McCann.
Wow.
And they had a hit on the radio back in the 60s, and Jerry Mercer from April Wine was the drummer for Mash McCann.
Wow.
So I looked over at this guy and I go, the Jerry Mercer Mash McCann? And he nodded his head and he said, yes.
Wow.
And that was it. Like I absolutely lost it, kind of in a low-key way though, but I, like, at the end of the night, he was telling us stories about touring with Janis Joplin and the record companies taking all their money.
Wow.
You know, and stuff like that. And then I went, you know what, I got to get his autograph. So I went and asked these ladies for a piece of paper and a pen, and I came back and I said, Brian, I want your autograph. And he says, oh no, he goes, I can't, I don't need. I said, I want your autograph.
Yeah.
So he signed it. I said, put Brian Edwards from Mash McCann. I want everybody to know that you were in Mash McCann.
Wow.
And so he signed it, and then when he was leaving, him and his wife were leaving, I got up to shake his hand, and when I shook his hand, he pulled me in and he said to me, he goes, Sal, he goes, you made my night tonight. And I said, no, Brian, you made my night tonight. I couldn't stop talking about him all the way home.
Wow.
I went, wow, this is unbelievable. And I thought that was one of the coolest things.
That is cool.
I've got a B.B. King signed picture. You know what, Gary, if I would have stuck it out for about another 15, 20 minutes, I would have met the man that signed that picture.
Oh, no way.
Missed him by that much because I was kind of anxious to kind of get out of there, out of TCU Place.
Yeah.
At the show there. And
B.B. King.
Yeah. I would have met him if I would have stuck around. I went, dang. Okay.
You've got a ton of cool stuff in there, man. This is impressive.
You know what, Gary? Most of the stuff I had before I even had a garage.
Yeah.
I just kind of kept it on hand because I always said, you know what, when I get my garage, it's going to look like this.
Yeah. No, this is awesome.
I want to tell you about these right here. Like, I've got another one over on that wall over there, but this is a styrofoam car that my nephew made.
Uh-huh.
He carved it. Like, he carved it and, you know, did all the stuff on it, and it's all made out of styrofoam.
Wow. Incredible.
Yeah. And
this is the same one that drew the picture up here?
Yeah. Same one that drew the
artist.
picture. Absolutely. Yeah. Nice. I thought that was cool. And I told him to do that. I said, you know what, you should make a half a car that you can stick on a wall. And he did. He made about like 5 or 6 or 7 of them.
Lots of detail there. He did. He's good. Yeah. Wow, I like that.
He made his own little, whatchamacallit, CNC machine out of oh crap, I can't remember. Anyways.
Very talented guy.
Yeah, very talented
Is this the same
kid.
fella that made this down here?
Oh yeah. And he made this trailer too.
Wow.
Yeah. You know, I'd have to take the car off and flip it up to plug it in.
But it has working lights.
It has working trailer lights right here and over there. And it has a actual working winch. Goes forwards and backwards.
Oh, wild.
It's got chains to chain the car down.
Wow, the incredible detail. He's a talented guy.
Yeah, and that's like a 1/8 scale 65 Corvette.
Yeah.
And then I made these drums out of like you used to buy them at that place called As Advertised on TV, and they came as a set of 3 drums. And I went and bought about 5 or 6 sets.
Oh, really?
And cut them all up and made this drum set. Because that's what I do. I played drums, right?
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
And I even made my own sticks, too.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. I told you, nothing's safe around me. I made little jack stands to lift up the 57 when I'm working under it. And I've got a spare engine for it on the engine stand that I built.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then once in a while I ride a little hog.
Yeah. Cool. I like stuff like this. I like getting in guys' garages and You really learn about, like I did not know that you had all this music memorabilia. I saw the models right away because I'm a car guy. That kind of hits me right quick.
Yeah.
But some of these signed albums and posters and BB King, man, wow, that's awesome.
You know what, Gary? I've watched your videos like from last winter, and that you've gone into people's garages and done videos with them, and you know that like the videos are awesome. You know, you do a great job, and I'm also looking in the background too. You know, like. You know, like, yeah, you're narrating the video, which is fantastic, but I'm looking to see what kind of cool stuff people have.
Yeah.
And I love that. Like, it's really neat. I want to make it into a little bit of a museum, so to speak.
Yeah, I like this. I like this. Let's show this other car on the wall here, the other styrofoam. Wow, that's cool. Is that, what's he... This one here, I'm having trouble with.
That's a 70 Chevelle.
70 Chevelle. Oh, it's on the license plate there.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool.
Yep.
Wild.
And believe it or not, Gary, Elvis is alive.
Yeah.
There's proof of a half-eaten fried peanut butter and banana sandwich found in a Memphis bus depot. Yeah.
Wild. 67. You know, okay, Sal, I got to share this with everybody.
Yep.
My very first memory of getting excited about cars was I once had a little die-cast car, the little tin cars you get. It was a yellow 67 Chevy Impala, just like this. This is my earliest memory of ever getting excited about cars. And man, I've wanted to do this video for a while because it meant a lot to me. This is a beautiful car. Thank you very much for sharing the car and all the memorabilia and everything you got here, everything you've done with this car. I love the fact that you've built this car yourself. You painted it yourself.
Yep, right here.
All this cool shit. I mean, it's awesome.
Thank you, Gary. You're very welcome. And I really enjoyed this. And I was very honored for you to come over and do this because you do great stuff, man.
Well, thanks.
Right
Thanks.
on.
I appreciate
Keep
that,
up
bud.
the great work.
Thank
Fantastic.
you. Thanks, bud.
All right.
Thanks for sharing us. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you again.